Hey, what's going on, everybody? It is me, Abyss Fusion, and welcome back to another video on this channel. Welcome back to another drinks review. Today, we're going to be doing this beverage. It is called LAP Lemon and Paeroa Good Lemony Stuff, 440 milliliters. Now, I got this particular can out of Sweet Memories website, which I have talked about in the past couple of videos. I've talked about them in the past couple of videos. I'm just going to recap in case you haven't watched previous videos, but I do recommend you check them out. Basically, Sweet Memories is a website and a store in the northeast of Darlington. They do different beverages and different foods, and not from outside the UK. And inside the UK, ranging from Germany to Sweden to America, etc, etc, etc. I got the Monster green tea, dragon tea from there, and I got this from there as well. Now, this particular can cost me £1.60, so it's a little bit more expensive than the £1 stuff that I've tried out before. The Coca-Cola free caffeine, the previous video, that was £1, this is £1.60, so it's a little bit on the expensive side, and it's from New Zealand, which is quite interesting. I don't think I've had any beverage from New Zealand that I've reviewed on the channel yet, but anyway, let's begin. So, I'm going to give you guys a full 360 of the can, and as you can see, the can isn't incredibly drawn out in details. It's a little bit basic with the black can design, but it's got a rough feeling to it, like Monster Ultra kind of does. But on the front of the can, we've got the LP logo and the lemons right there to represent the lemon flavour. And that's pretty much it in terms of design. It's got a little thing on the back which will read. On the top is standard with silver pouring and silver top, and on the bottom is pretty standard as well. So, we're going to have a look at the little description thingy, whatever it's called, and see what it's like. So, who knows what awesome, good lemony stuff goes into the taste of LAP? Well, we do, but we're not blabbing. What we can tell you is LAP is the classic drink that's been refreshing since ages ago, when some bright spark in Paeroa first created, bottled, and whacked a label on it. LAP, drink it when you're thirsty, like maybe right now. Since 1908, world famous in New Zealand. World famous in New Zealand on the bottom. So, interesting little bit of information there. I did struggle to speak, as I always do, so anyway, the back of the information is nutrition information, as it should be, not facts, Americans. So, yeah. So the total sugars, the sugars is what I'm immediately going to. The amount of sugars is per 100 ml. Oh wait, it's got per serving and per 100 ml. It's mixed the other way. It's the first bit is per serving, and then the second bit is per 100 ml. Normally it's per 100 ml, then per serving, or per altogether. But anyway, per 100 ml, it's got 10.8 grams of sugars, and it's got 48 grams altogether in this thing. So that's more than a normal energy drink of Rockstar, and a little bit less than, you know what, I've got a can of Monster sitting on there. Yeah, just a little bit less than a full can of Monster Energy Original. So that's quite a lot of sugar, especially in a 400 and, what was it, 400 and something, it's here, so a 440 milliliter can. That is a lot of sugar, mind you, especially for a can this size. It's not even 500 ml. Jesus, that's almost a little bit less than Monster, but so much more than a normal can of Rockstar. Jesus Christ. Anyway, I'll keep going. The carbohydrates is also the same. Daily intake per serving is based on an average adult diet. Yeah, this is definitely going to help with a diet, isn't it? Soft drink contains carbonated water, sugar, so no sweeteners, which is good as far as I'm aware, and acid-free 30 flavouring mineral salts. Consumer information call number, which I'm not going to say. And made in New Zealand from imported and local ingredients by Coca-Cola. Amatilo, New Zealand. Interesting. So, and I can refund this if I wanted to, but I'm not going to. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to open it, have a smell of it. If we can't smell it, pull it in the container bowl, the seaboard container that we've got glass. And if we still can't smell it, I'm just going to drink it. So 48, that's nearly 50 grams of sugar altogether. Thank God I haven't had anything to eat or drink. Well, I have actually, but it expires this year actually, so we're perfectly good. You know what? I can understand why it's £1.60. Like, the amount of sugar, fucking hell. Oh wait, no, I haven't smelled it yet. Smells like lemonade, definitely. It smells like lemons and a very strong, tangy sort of lemon flavour. Anyway. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. It immediately fizzed all the way up at the top. It's interesting. So, this is what it looks like. It's very, very seeable. It's very light on colour. It has a light seeable colour to it. It looks like piss, but more lighter than normal. Like, you know, the original energy drinks you can find on the streets and the shops. It's like a lighter version of that. It's got some colour in, but not a lot. So, and I can see it. Can you see my face? Hi. Anyway, let's try it. LAP, lemon flavour. Nearly 50 grams of sugar. Don't try this if you're on a diet. But I'm not anymore, so... Okay. Alright. So right off the bat, it's not, despite the high sugar content in the thing, it doesn't taste overly sour. It tastes like it's got sour and sweet in it. It's like it's got sweetness in it, but it hasn't got sweetness in it. It's just pure sugar. But it tastes a little bit sweet. You know, it might be because of the lemon. Like, lemons are normally... Well, are lemons sweet? I don't eat lemons on a daily basis, so I can't remember. Lemons normally sometimes are meant to be... Gotta get this right. Sour? I don't know. I don't eat lemons, but they're meant to have a strong kick to it. That doesn't have an incredible kick to it, but it has a kick noticeable enough when you have it. So, like, because it isn't incredibly strong with flavour. I'm going to admit out right now, it's quite neutral, really. It's perfectly fine for what it is. But, you know, like 48 grams of sugar altogether, you'd think it'd be a little bit more sour because of the high sugar content. But, I mean, maybe sweet and sour, I don't know. It's pretty good, I will admit. It is refreshing. But... for 48 grams of sugar altogether, it is a little bit disappointing. But it's like when you first take a drink of it, there's a big kick of fizz to it. And then when you swallow it, it's just lemon. And it tastes like... It just tastes like slightly fizzy lemon soda, if that makes sense. It's not bad by any means, but 48 grams of sugar altogether, I don't think it's worth it. But it's okay. I'll fully admit that right now. It is okay, but there's no way now I can have another one of these. Because, again, if you're not bothered about sugar content, that's perfectly fine. But the fact that this nearly has the same amount of sugar as a normal Monster energy drink original is absolutely insane. This isn't even an energy drink. This is just a normal pop, soda drink, whatever you call it. And the fact that it has 48, nearly 50 grams of sugar altogether, almost the same as a normal Monster energy, as I've just said, is insane. It's got about 20 more grams of sugar, maybe more than 20 grams, no, about 24, 23 grams more sugar than a Rockstar has. Like, I've got a Rockstar just sitting up there now, and it's got, I can see it from here, 24 grams per 500 ml. This has got double the amount of sugar than that Rockstar does, and that's fruit punch flavour, mind you, 23, 24 grams. So that's got less sugar than this. I'd be better drinking that than I am this if I'm bothered about sugar, because that has way less than this. That has double less than this. So, but if you're not bothered about sugar and how much you're consuming, I don't think there's anything wrong with having this. Just consume at your own will, I suppose. If this was a 500ml can and not being stupidly complicated and making it 440, I don't think there'd be anything wrong with it. But it's fine. No, it's perfectly fine. I'm not going to buy it again, though. I'm saying that, I probably will. But in terms of a rating, because I've gone on long enough about this drink, I'll just make it quick and simple. In terms of what I'm going to give it, in terms of rating and can design, the can design, I'll go first. It's not a very fun can design. There's nothing special about it. But the big LAP just standing on the front and the lemons in between, the good lemon thingy, whatever it was, it'll get a 4 out of 10 for the can design. Flavour, on the other hand, is very difficult to judge, because on one side, when you take your first gulp and you're gulping it, there's a big kick of fizz to it. But after that, it just isn't as strong as you think it's going to be. But it is quite refreshing, I'll give it that. But the sugar content, I can't be too judgmental because we're judging it on the flavour. The flavour gets a 6 out of 10. You know what? It gets a 6 out of 10. It's alright for what it is. I'm just not going to buy it again unless I really want to, but I don't want to. I mean, come on, I'd rather have a rock store over there than that now because of how much sugar that thing has. But anyway, this has been a Best Fusion. I've rambled on too much. Thank you all very much for watching the video. If you did enjoy the video, please make sure to hit the like button, possibly share it with a friend, family, or relative, and check the description below for my Instagram and my Twitter. I'm always active on Instagram, and I'm no longer active on Twitter because that is the worst social media site out there. It is really toxic, just like Facebook. Anyway, I will see you all in the next review that we do, which I'll let you guys decide. We have 2 more to do. We've got Dr. Pepper Cherry from America, and we've got Coca-Cola Cane Sugar Edition. I'll let you guys decide what we're going to be doing. But with that being said, thank you for watching, and I will see you all in the next video that we do, whenever that is.